Hello, everybody, and welcome to Season 2 of the Lunch Break, because we're doing seasons now. I thought, because it's 2024, maybe I'd change up the game a little bit, get a little more, as I've always said in my life, get a little more consistent with the things that I want to do. But if anybody has watched the previous video that I just posted, then I think that's kind of where we're going to go with it this year. 2024 is the year of speaking up and holding yourself, or at least respecting yourself and the things that you want to do. So I have a long-term goal of doing this weekly. So let's see if 2024, another way, let's make 2024 our year of doing so. So with it being season 2 of the lunch break, hello everybody, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Pull out your sandwich, pull out your whatever, get ready to eat with me. I for some reason spontaneously asked Chat GPT. I gave it a very, very short description of what I do here, and I asked it to bring up some talking points. And the first one is navigating daily challenges through philosophy. Ouch. I think we're going to skip over that one, but I thought I might go through some of these here in a bit just to see what... Oh, Dimmy, if you're watching, Lessons of Stoicism. There we go. Loving that. This fucking light, dude. One of these days I'll figure out how to do this lighting properly. You'd think I went to film school and I would be able to do so confidently, but alas, I cannot. And it's too late. I hit the record button started, so I'm not changing it. So we're going to have to deal with the lighting that's here right now in this damn shadow. It's too high. Anyways, so with it being 2024, Happy New Year, everybody. It is the 17th of January. Hopefully you've been having a decent beginning of your year. Hopefully any of the New Year's resolutions that you've had you're still chugging away at them. They have yet to be abandoned. You're giving them the love and attention that they deserve, and in return, life is giving you the love and attention you deserve. I don't know. I feel like I said something wrong in that sentence, but I probably didn't. So I'm going to confidently push through that. So with this new year comes a lot of... It always comes with a reflection of what you did last year, or a reflection of what you want to be doing and like the feelings you have towards yourself and your life and the people around you and the things you're doing and everything like that. And I think it's very healthy. I mean, it's like an unannounced therapy session for most people that don't do therapy, if that makes sense. Like it's like it's this whole situation where people essentially, when you create a New Year's resolution, you're basically saying, this I suck at, this I want to be better at. And you're just assessing the things in your life that you need to do better at, or you need to stop doing, and you're bettering yourself through self-assessment every year. Everybody does it. It's kind of neat that don't tell people, because then they'll stop doing it, or maybe they won't. Maybe they're like, nah, it's not therapy. I mean, it's not. You're not paying anybody, and they're not sitting there like rifling through all of it, by all means. But at the same time, it's like a nice little thing. And every year, what we like to do is we do a tarot card reading. We pull tarot cards. I am oddly obsessed with tarot cards, like not an obsessed way where I every morning go and I open my deck and I ask it, like, how's my day going to be? Like, I don't do that. No offense to anybody that does, like, by all means. I think there's some... call me crazy, but I think there's some odd truth to all of them, or at least you find some odd truth to all of them. There's been some scary occurrences that I've had where, one instance was I pulled a really negative card, and I was talking, and later in the day, I ended up getting some bad news, while I was like, no, there's no way that this is like, it's just a coincidence. to say, and the reason why I'm being a little bit odd about the description of all of this or whatever is like I want to spare the people involved of that story a little bit of privacy. Like I don't know if they'd be comfortable with me talking about that or how I would talk about it. It's not really that deep. I got yelled at. I was in trouble. Somebody was upset with me, and I told them that I was like, hey, I pulled this card, and they're like, oh, nice. And shit, I have really bad news for this guy. And I was like, well, thank you tarot cards for like predicting my future. It's also interesting because last year what I pulled was the upside down strength card, which is a lot of self-doubt, a lot of self-assessment and the need for reassurance, and like it's just a very insecure thing, like opposite of strength, insecurity, and vulnerability in a bad way, not necessarily being vulnerable in a confident way. So all of last year, I don't know if it's my own manifestation of this stuff or if it's just, once again, where tarot cards are a bit oddly accurate. Last year was probably one of the biggest years for me of self-assessment and figuring out who I am and who I want to be, and being a little bit insecure about myself because I was going through that whole process. When you dig deep enough, at least from what I've seen, is like when you go to therapy or something like that, as I've been doing in the middle of last year up through, I've been seeing a new therapist, and in that whole process, it's a constant, I'll use the same word, rifling through your past and the issues that you may have and that are being brought up on a weekly basis. And it's a constant assessment of yourself. So it's a constant second guessing of yourself. And that over a year span can really take a toll on you. So last year being the year of the upside down strength card was pretty accurate. And it was, there's a lot of lunch break episodes that I have yet to, or I never released, because I would record them and then I go back and listen and I'd be like, this is so fucking depressing. Like I'm so, I don't know, man. It was too much analyzation, too much self-doubt and all that stuff, and just like questioning of everything in my life. And it just got to the point where when I would listen to it, I'd be like, this is not even that. I'm not even getting anything out of this. This is just me having a little bit of a rant about something that nobody understands. And that's when I kind of stopped doing these. I think since the last one that I posted, I think I recorded one like a week or two after. And then I went to listen to it, and just listening through it, I saw how it was just, in the nicest way to myself, a little bit pointless. Of like, nobody's getting anything out of this. You're not even getting anything out of this. You're just talking into a void without any sort of structure whatsoever. I mean, not that I have any structure for this right now, but I guess I have a goal in mind. Let's put it that way. I have a goal in mind. And with that, I was aimlessly talking. And so I think, I guess to wrap that whole thing up, the year of the upside down strength is going to turn into this year. I believe mine was King of Swords. I think that's what it was. Let me do a little one guy and one computer situation. King of Swords Tarot. Yeah, I think that's the one because it's recently searched. Biddy. Let's go to Biddy Tarot. That's my favorite one. Anybody that wants to figure out, I always suggest Biddy Tarot. Gives you a nice long description of everything. Okay, so King of Swords tarot card for 2024 is mental clarity, intellectual power, authority, and truth. The King of Swords is a symbol of intellectual power and authority, and has the courage and intellect to achieve all that he desires. When this card appears in a tarot reading, you are in your power, ruling from a place of authority and respect. You stand firm in your truth and express yourself with deep conviction. As a result, others pay attention to what you have to say. Now, there's a lot more if you want to look into that. Indicates the clarity of the mind and can perceive the truth. So there's a lot more to it than that, but it's definitely a very nice switch to what it was last year. A very nice transition from 2023's insecurity and second guessing and not really being sure of what I want and who I am and like all that stuff. While it may seem a bit over the top, it's a nice. I take these things a little too seriously when it comes to the year ones. It's kind of something to strive for. So maybe I kind of shot myself in the foot last year, or maybe it was just coincidental that it was the same. So if it's the same, this is a very nice kind of wrap up final chapter of that little story arc of, not that this is my last chapter of life. I'm only 26. I don't even get the 27 or 28 death thing yet, so not doing that. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyways, I just think it's a cool, I want to say harmonious, like it's harmonious, like it builds that harmony, because that last year was very aggressive in the way that it was very insecure and such, but this year it's quite the opposite, and I'm actually looking forward to that. So when I pulled this earlier, when I pulled this on New Year's Eve or New Year's, don't remember at what time point in the night, but when I pulled this, there was like a release, like a weight lifted off of my shoulders to some degree, and it was really nice. I was very pleased to see this card, and then when I realized what it actually symbolized, it was quite ironic. I was like, oh, that's like perfect. That's exactly what I'm striving for this year. So being on the 17th of January, I believe it's going in that direction, and it feels to be my intellectual power and authority and courage and intelligence are on a good path. My ability to kind of move myself into being a little more, what's the word? It's really hard when the camera's going and I feel the need to keep talking. And now the fact that I don't know the word, I lost my train of thought. I need to know this word.
5 minutes later.
Commanding? No. Jesus Christ, this is really...
Hello?
I need your help.
With what?
I can't think of a word right now, and I need a word. I'm asking the German and English word, but like... What the fuck is that word?
What is it not?
It's not when... It's not like, It's not when, like, when I don't stand up for myself, or I don't make a claim. Fuck. This is so stupid.
Are you filming a video right now?
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it too, because I sat here for the last 5 minutes being like, what is this fucking word? And I'm invested at this point.
Okay, I Google. If I find something, I'll let you know.
Okay, thank you. All right, love you. I'll talk to you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God, you have no idea how long this took me to do. Assertive. I called Linda. I called my dad. I also tried calling my brother. Assertive. I'm not very assertive. And this year I'm trying to be assertive. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's see what Chat GPT has for me. We're gonna do the first 2 or 3. And then go from there. Also, addressing the person that commented on my video. If you're still commented on my video a couple videos ago about doing a video about moving to Berlin, in the next episode of this, I will do a little bit of a rundown of a few things that you might want to consider. And then, so leave me a comment below if you're still watching these videos, and I will put that, I'll make that for you. I'll do a couple comments and such. because I've been meaning, it's literally on my to-do list here. I've been meaning to make a video. It's just like, remember, all of my videos in the past year have been a bit, in the nicest way, sad. But yeah, no, like, but by all means, I plan on, I still have that in my agenda to do, because I know you asked, and I feel that a lot of people would want to know how to do such a thing. So anyways, Chat GPT, what do we have? Navigating daily challenges through philosophy. I'm going to just give my opinions, my short 5-second opinions on these things. It can be helpful, but at the same time, it can also be very intrusive, because at least for myself, if you look over, I have Friedrich Nietzsche here. I got Machiavelli up here and right here. And I like philosophy. I like the idea of thinking about things, because my mind races at 10,000 miles a minute. So it's something that I can kind of relate to some degree. I enjoy the conversation. I enjoy that stuff. But at the same time, when you dive way too much into it and you really you take it a little too seriously, I think it can start to make you a little bit like, so for instance, if you're second guessing yourself, it can make you triple and quadruple guess yourself with all the different things and mentalities and stuff. While you may subscribe to one for a period of time, like a friend like Dimmy, he was a stoicist through and through for a little while, and that can play into a role, because it's like a religion to some degree, but you have to stick with one. But I have a feeling that philosophy in it of itself, the core value of philosophy is taking in so much knowledge that you can kind of assess all of them and then make your own. But in that process of assessing all of them, especially as somebody in their 20s, even 30s, you haven't mulled over them enough for it to be like a smooth picture, a clean picture in your mind. It's still a lot of jumbled up different opinions and thought processes that you're considering, but at the same time, not really, you're not picking one. That's why religion's a little bit easier in that regard, because you have one thing to hold on to. It's not like you're Christian, Muslim, and Jewish, yeah, you're not all of those things. You pick one and you stick to their mentalities and their ways of life. So when it comes to philosophy, if you want to stick to being Stoic, go for it. You want to stick to being nihilist, go for it. Existentialist, good luck. But all of them, but kind of like the beauty of philosophy is that encompassing of everything together to some degree, unless you are a very strong opinioned person and decide to make your own new wave of philosophy, whether it be the new era of existentialism, whatever. That's my opinion on it. That's too long of an opinion. The intersection of routine and existentialism. Speaking of existentialism, explore how your daily routines and habits connect to existential questions about purpose, meaning, and human experience. This one's going to be real quick, because I don't really associate my daily routines and habits with existentialism, other than when I don't have, maybe I do. I guess when I don't have a routine, or I don't have something that so when I don't have a routine, it makes me a bit more existential, because I'm already chaotic in my mind. We'll put it that way. So for instance, when I was in the States, every morning I'd get up and I'd have a bagel with an egg frittata and turkey bacon on it, with a big cup of coffee and an orange juice every morning. Now, sometimes I throw a banana in there too, but every single morning. And I looked forward to my breakfast every single morning. And that was a little piece of a routine that kind of took me through the day, or gave me some positivity throughout the day. So having that routine was very nice for me. I don't know about other people, but yeah. When I don't have those routines, I get a little chaotic. So there's my opinion on that. Mindfulness in the mundane. Share experiences of finding moments of mindfulness and reflection in the midst of your daily activities, emphasizing the importance of being present. Funny. So on my way to work and from work to home, I typically listen to podcasts and or put on music or an audiobook and stuff like that. But today I I didn't. I was like, I did to challenge myself to not. And in doing so, I was able to kind of be present more so than having somebody talking in my ear for the whole time. Because on my walk to work, I was thinking, why do I need somebody yapping in my ear 24/7? Like, I already get that at work. People are talking to me, not that they're yapping, but like they're talking to me and I'm interacting with people. Why can't I not get a moment of kind of solitude, silence, be on my own for a second and just listen to my surroundings rather than being talked at? So that would be my suggestion. Next time you go out, just don't put on your headphones, especially noise canceling. Very disorienting. I mean, I love noise canceling headphones. Don't get me wrong; they're a beautiful invention that helps in a lot of situations. But if you're walking around with those on, you're very isolated, and it takes away from your ability to kind of sit in the present, because you're in the present in another place of whatever you're listening to or whatever. So if you want to escape, go for that. But if not, I would suggest doing something else. Listen to the birds. Listen to the children screaming from the park down the street. I don't know. A very weird thing. But like, listen, the cars, the trains, whatever. It helps you feel a little bit more a part of your surrounding, as opposed to when you are just like walking with headphones in, you are not really paying attention to some degree. So that's my third one, mindfulness in the mundane. Thank you, Chat GPT, for your beautiful suggestions. I can't wait to get into some of these next ones, especially number 6, Dimmy, Lessons for Stoicism. Nice. Anyways, thank you all for watching. This is the end. I'm going to wrap it up here because we spent way too much goddamn time trying to figure out the word assertiveness. Being assertive. I cannot believe I did not think of that, because SpongeBob taught me that. You know, not insertive, assertive. I'm now I'm never gonna forget it. This year's word, 2024, assertive. Cool. All right, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, do the whole thing. Leave some comments. Let me know if you have anything that you want me to talk about next time. It would be cool. Again, lady, I believe it was a woman. If you that asked about Berlin, I'll be picking that up and trying to talk about that next episode. And also shout out to Linda and for figuring out the word assertive. That's my girl. Anyways, all right. So that's it. Thank you. All right. Yep. Okay. Bye.